ask you about your expectation to learn about the title in here. Yeah, so when you see the title of the chapter 22, not 21 that I keep talking last morning about 21, but this one is just about chapter 22, right? About tools and techniques of effective second language or foreign language teaching. Yeah, so when you see the word tool and techniques, so what do you expect to learn or discuss in this chapter? Okay. Who can share about your feeling?
I can hear a little bit, teacher.
Yeah, please, that's me.
If we talk about tools and techniques of effective second language or foreign language teaching, I think we talk about a strategy or talk about like the way that we active or acquire the student to get, like we share example the way that student get from us by using technique. Like example, we want to teach the vocabulary. Yeah, I just mentioned like the lower level because I have experience about it. Yeah, we don't have just show the picture and so what's this, what's that, and we have many techniques like visual, like translation, like give the synonym, antonym like that, or like opposite and yeah, like sometimes we give example like that. I mean, we the way that we give the student let them understand it easily, let them can understand without like one strategy. We have many techniques we can apply. If one technique is impossible for student, and we try another one like that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Resmay. Yeah, Ade, please. Okay, you can share your experience as a teacher or as a student, also fine. Okay, what what is your feeling or your understanding about the title? Yeah, or your expectation?
Okay, about the tool and the techniques of can
Yeah, please. Yeah, Venerable first. Okay, so Venerable, you go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Teaching is a cultural behind us the language can help learners better understand idiomatic expression, customs, and the context in the which contains words or phrases are used. This can done through cultural activities, storytelling, or engineering, lecturers, and media process. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Mr. Tarim, you can move on. Thank you.
yeah. But the tools and technique effective section of foreign language teaching just only about the tool just only about the mind map, right? Or expectation or achievement. Another one technique maybe we have different technique can be active listening or maybe summary, paraphrasing, or speaking also who affect you in your career in teaching the kind of of foreign language. That's all.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Tarim. Okay, let's move to Venerable Supet. Anything you want to contribute based on the title?
Yes, for my suggestion, the title Tour and Technique of Effective Second and Foreign Language Teaching, I focus on 3 points approach, the theory of language and language learning, then guide the principle, and practice language, take English, the class for the classroom, divided group, and uh, for the student is discussion, the presentation and major assignment. For the
Okay.
design consideration of the objective method the selection and organization of language content example for the study course syllabus and curriculum yesterday. The type of task and activity. The study of the instructional material and three, procedure the day-to-day classroom technique and practice refer to the teaching and learning of the language. For example, study about the master degree today. Yes, that's all, Chef.
That's all notable. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, so tool and technique of effective second or foreign language teaching. Yeah, we will see. And I still have 3 questions more to discuss. And we can start with question number 1. Yeah, what are the basic tool and techniques? Yeah, we still discuss something there. How's effective second or foreign language teaching here? Yeah, some you may share some, yeah, but a little bit specific to tool and techniques here. Yeah, so who can share? So what are the basic tool or technique that you have applied in your classroom, or what are the basic tool or techniques that you ever practice in your classroom? Yeah, when your teacher apply. Yeah, so come on, everyone can share. Okay, who will start? Yeah, who can share with question number 1?
Maybe
Yeah, Karim, you go ahead.
basic tool or technique second language, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
sure about it. Maybe
Mhm.
online resource can be
Yeah.
tool.
Mm-hmm.
Online resource, right? Chef?
Okay.
Or we can media also can have tool. Yeah,
Mhm.
like for example, you taught the student like listening and speaking. So you have maybe use media like YouTube to make the student first.
Mhm.
You have to then like they watch and try to speak or repeat what they have learned. Another one also use flashcard also when we taught vocabulary also. It most maybe useful in Cambodia. Yeah,
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
kids, right? Because it's
Yeah.
to identify, right? But
Mhm.
actually, when we take a teenager, we just only use what is it? I can say like a podcast, right? Yeah? Maybe comprehend question
Mhm. Yeah.
to ask each other or to talk with each other. And another one, the technique, maybe use different technique, maybe work in group or maybe presentation, whatever that help student or very benefit for student also. To, that can access to the student process in their learning and also their language also. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Tarim. Okay, Other. How about Mr. Chum? Anything you want to share about question number 1 here? Okay. Are you available to talk now? Mr. Chum, do you hear from me? He and available or not available? Okay, yeah. So just let me know whenever you are available. Okay, move to that's me. Anything you want to share?
Hello, teacher. It's just
Yeah, come on.
this one talk about the technique, right?
Yeah, tool and techniques.
Yeah, techniques. I just mentioned before, like we have some techniques for the lower level and middle level and higher level. Like brother, like he's always mentioned about the higher level. Yes, some of the middle level, like we have many ways on technique with the grammar. We teach grammar or we teach the speaking, listening, writing like that. We have different techniques, right? So yes, I just mentioned a few technique. Yeah, like I have learned from BA, like a bachelor degree. Like example, if we want to teach vocabulary and we use, yes, as I mentioned before, and then sometimes we use to review, and we also use the techniques like jumble word. I support the word banana, like we have learned already, and then we just want to review the student, or we can use the jumble word like that to make sure all the student know the spelling and then what it is about. Like we cannot use only the jumble words, like sometimes we use uh, many technique, yeah, or matching the meaning, yeah, something else. Yeah, it's a lot. I cannot mention all like this. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Rasmay. Okay, very good. Okay, how about Venerable Supet? Anything you want to share for question number 1?
Yes, teacher, for
Yeah.
The basic tool and technique of effective second and foreign language teaching. To refer to the prepare the group and divide the group class, teaching about the vocabulary and grammar, building visual aid, and that's all. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for this, Venerable. Okay, so we can move to question number 2. I think very good enough for point number 1. So question number 2, what evidence do we have?
Excuse me, lecturer, can you hear me, lecturer?
Yeah, please come on. Okay.
Lecturer, I am busy. The lecturer may leave now and come back at the after break.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go out again. I'm sorry, lecturer. This Sunday I'm very busy. Does it affect my attendance score, lecturer?
Okay, yeah, okay.
I don't want my attendance score to be affected, but I'm really busy. So please don't deduct my score.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so let's move to question number 2. Yeah, what evidence do we have that this technique lead to more effective practice? Yeah, I remember you just raised up some techniques about jumble word or any other thing that you just raised up. Okay, anything that you can say. Okay, one technique it might be more effective for your classroom. Can you raise up one example and explain why do you think it is more effective practice in your classroom here? Okay, who can share?
You mean like when we use the technique? So what the evidence that we think that is affect to our student like that?
Yeah. Or we can say like when you apply that techniques, why do you think that techniques is really effective for your classroom? Yeah.
For me, I think like example, I just read up earlier, like jump up words or like matching, yes, or something like that. So I think like this can catch up my student attention, and then it's like to contribute, and sometimes when I give them this activity, and then they can understand and do it well, and they can enjoy doing, or they can remember the word. Example, I just do this, and then when I rest, and then I remind or I review them again, so they can tell me like the word that we just reviewed. So I think it's effective, yeah, because of my student attention, and they remember the word easily. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That's me. Okay, so other, yeah, you can tell one technique that you think like okay, really more effective or the most effective in your classroom, and then explain how do you feel like that, or what make you think it's just really effective here. Yeah, come on, who will start?
Okay, what evidence do we have that these techniques lead more effective practice? Maybe speaking, not true that. Speaking also, I also use it like when we talking about the grammar, the first one, we just leave up talking about one topic and let the student they think maybe comprehend, maybe questionnaire, maybe like yeah, more effective. After that, when you give a student they find to try to think about the topic, not really like a prediction. Yeah, can use prediction also. They have them have any idea to talk with the teacher also. I think it's effective that like a student can process or improve their speaking idea they have a predict from their own opinion.
Okay. Okay, very good. Karim. Okay, other, Mr. Chen, are you available to talk right now? Okay.
Hello, xin chào teacher. Sorry, not no, it's not available now. Maybe next time, teacher. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. No worry. Okay, move to vulnerable subject. Yeah. I'm not sure whether you have experience teaching or not. Yeah, but if not, you can raise up teaching technique that you experience in your classroom. Yeah, I mean you learn from your teacher, for example, right? And why do you think it is really effective and attractive here? Yeah, please.
Yes, for my opinion, I think that even though we have that this technique lead to more effective practice in the class, uh, uh, prepare the lesson plan and before go to school and teach English clearly here and clear discussion about the pair work and group work, problem solving, and hobby daily routine, practice English, listening, reading, writing a macro of English. Sure. That's all.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, for that part, vulnerable, can you share a little bit what kind of group work activity that you think is really interesting and active for your classmate or your classmate? Yes, and I can say like for some classroom activity for group work, yeah, people just sit in group, but they are not really join, really discuss Yeah, or we can say like among 4 or 5 people, there may be only one that try to find the answer. Yeah, when yeah the team leader or group leader ask question, they normally say, I don't have idea, I don't have idea, I don't know. Yeah. So to you, yeah, what kind of group work or kind of group member that you prefer to work with? Vulnerable?
Yes, I don't clear the question.
Okay. You come up with my question or you cannot find the answer? You, I want to know whether you cannot catch up my question or you don't know how to answer this one, Vulnerable?
For my suggestion, not clear about the question 2.
Okay, not clear about this one. Okay, yeah, I can give you more example about this one. You can say like, I want to know what kind of group member or activity in the group that you prefer to do, and why do you want such a group member and activity in the group discussion in here? Just in the experience or example so far, yeah, mostly, yeah, people just come to sit together, yeah, but only 1 or 2 people that responsible, while the other they may be passive. They may take no any responsibility and they just answer, I don't know, I'm not good at that, yeah, I have no idea, for example, right? Yeah, so based on this part, okay, to you, okay, what kind of group member or activity that you prefer to have? And how can you make that group to be more active in here? You got my question now, you know what? Oh, you need something to clarify my in case. You got my question, Vulnerable?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So any answer?
Yeah, I can explain this. Okay, the process of the group work effective, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one you need to include the member also maybe around 4 or 5, not too much. Maybe yeah, you definitely fit about the student and about the environment of the class size. Another one, the first you need to have instruction your activity or your
Mhm.
maybe a technique, right? Definitely give clear instruction. After that, you divide everyone to the each group. You need to clear instruction. Another one, you need to tell them the importance of the group work, and everyone need to have own responsibility point or role that can affect you in group work. For example, student A, you need to find the idea. Student B, you need to have to write your role. Another one after that, they have own role or own responsible point. They come up together and try or discussion about the main point or the topic that you already found. And after that, you have maybe a consider or discussion again because someone they have different role or different ideas. So we need to clarify again. For example, like student A, they have all main point, but not really good at all. Just only everyone in a group have any idea to add or support the main or the idea more. And after that, they just only clarify or evaluate is it good or relate to the topic also. or this idea doesn't make the group work effective. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Tarim. Okay, so okay, you need to very good one. We can say, yeah, at least you just initiate. You need to propose, yeah, or some part we can say as a teacher or group leader, yeah, some part need to show member how to work as a group work or teamwork in here. Yeah, by have a clear role to do. Yeah, maybe one group should have group leader, maybe have the other role as a secretary, yeah, or recorder. We can say like the gender one is to try to take note or note taker in here, yeah, and member group member, yeah, another one we can say, yeah, can observe. We can say like as a team leader also need to observe if when we have a discussion like this, then we can consider if in that group they are a slow learner and the quiet people one, yeah, we can say like the one is just normally no idea or less idea to say. Better invite that member to speak first, and the one which is the talkative one or have a flooded idea to share, yeah, let them talk. The last one we can say. This is the thing that we can motivate them to work in group again. Okay, yeah. So it's just some part that just be aware. We can say so rather than just form people to work in group and then they did not discuss, they did not get involved. It really wasting time and some part we can say like normally group work. It for sure we can say, yeah, if you work with 5 people, one people talk, other 4 will be passive in here. All right. So some part that need to be careful and facilitate the group carefully. Yeah, it's not so we can say, yeah, the other 4 they will be sitting for nothing if they pay no attention to their listening skill. They will get nothing from that part. If you are lucky, they pay attention, they are willing to listen to the group discussion here. It's just you are luckier in that session. Yeah, but it's not. I mean, they sit for some period of time here for nothing. Yeah, but to be better, we can say group discussion should be prolonged too long in here because it's a part. You may take some activity, you may move to other activity, and then you can move back to group work because this is the possibility that you can refresh the feeling of the people. And when you form the group, you also need to form and let them move and work with different group or different people. It might be benefit to them as well. But remember one thing, group work does take time again. So need to do it carefully and assign them effectively here. Okay, yeah, so I think we can move to one last question. Yeah. Yeah, what guidelines should teacher follow in implementing this technique? Yeah. Do you have any recommendation? Yeah, like resume, you just read up about jumble word. Yes, any guideline, any recommendation to apply? How can you start introduce the part to the student to make it more effectively in your classroom? Any message or guideline for them? Okay, let's make start first or other. Come on, just share your idea. No right, no wrong in here.
It's been like the way that we apply the technique to the student or like the guideline to use this technique, teacher.
Yeah, actually, we can say like they may have their own guideline. We can say like the technique, the one we just create that techniques. Yeah, they may have their own, but based on your own experience, after you have applied and the guideline from yourself. Just in we can say like a technique or teaching method. They may uh, find it by applying in their country or their classroom. Yeah, but when we just adapt or we just use the technique in our class, we may find out, oh, this point should be cut out. To make this a step to be more effective, better add up one or two more steps, for example, right? Okay, so this is the thing that you can based on your own experience, and then you can share. Okay, should do like this. So okay, from your classroom perspective here, you got what I mean? That's me.
Yeah, I will describe it, but I don't know, like, is it your question or not? Yeah, but I use my link. It's simple. Yeah, I just first up is again because I just mentioned it. And yeah, before we come into the class, we have to review some word to the student. Yeah, first up the lower level because it's easy to talk. Sorry for that. And yeah, as we have learned already about the lesson, like yesterday we talked about the 5 vocabulary. Yes, it's important like fruit. And today we want to review this vocabulary. We will ask the student to tell us about the vocabulary that they have learned yesterday, like that. And after that, we just write down the word with the Jamboard on the whiteboard, and then let the student write in the correct order. Yes. And then before that, I will explain the student. These are the words that we have learned yesterday. So you can you can do it in order, depend on our vocabulary. Some the student in lower level that sometimes they just remember the word, but they cannot know the spelling well. Like the problem with the spelling, like also the middle level, yeah, they will mix up like the spelling too. So that's why I do this. My purpose is about like, yeah, to check or to improve their spelling, how to write it correctly. Yeah. Thank you. That's all, teacher.
Okay, very good. Yeah, good. So thank you very much. Yes, as a teacher, you need to notice about that step. You can say like, and then your classroom success is not by chance, yeah, but by clearly understanding about the technique or procedure, okay, or any part that you can modify or navigate it, okay, in some cases in here. Okay, I think like I don't want to spend much a longer time on this. We can go, yeah, and if you want to share, we can share later. Yeah, so the message from this question, yeah, we can say, like I mentioned earlier, you need to learn about the techniques effectively, technique or method effectively, clearly, and then you can implement it, and then you can take note or reflect through your observation, yeah, and then you conduct your own reflection and find out how effective it is and what should you add or what should be changed. Yeah, there's some part that can bring to the class yeah, more effectively and practically. Yeah, don't just follow the principle blindly there, we can say. And more you will come up with the creating your own teaching techniques. Yeah, so a teacher sometimes you also can create your own, not just follow other all the time in here, right? Yeah, so like last time I I have shared with you about 3 different techniques there in the group or not yet. Yeah, just a few reading technique that I implemented it by myself, and then I just write down the procedure there. You can see. Have you ever seen
Not
the
yet.
video? Okay, I will share that to you. Yeah, and I also presented it in the Camp Tesol, yeah, maybe a few years ago. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will share with that. So not just follower, not just follow their teaching technique, method, and so on, but you also can create your own through your own observation, your reflection, and so on. You also can do it. Okay, yeah, so I'll let you move to other part. Yeah, we have more than 20 more. Okay, I will not spend longer time on this one. We can say like, yes, since we have this guy in chapter 1, right? Yeah, about approach, design, and procedure in here. So, yeah, we can say all of these 3 things, yeah, based on Richard and Roger, yeah, it will become the most important procedure in your teaching. That's like approach, design, and procedure. Yeah, and you also can see this chart. Okay, this is the thing that we included, but just here, just a briefly overview. Yeah. So what are they in here? Okay, so far on this thing, any question? Anything you want to clarify? Just no, okay.
Yes, about the method we study clearly about the approach, design, procedure.
Yeah. Okay, this one we can say like it's just a little bit different from the previous one. Yeah, that they start up with approach, method, and techniques. Yeah, but this new finding, this is start with we can say like in method, you need to have the three main component here. Just come up with approach. Yeah, but it is still the same thing. It's still focus on theory of nature language learning, theory of language, and the theory of nature of language learning in here. One about language, the other one just about language learning itself. Yeah, and design it's the same thing. It's just focus on method. Yeah, about syllabus model that you want to apply, about learning and teaching activity. Yes, and learner role, teacher's role, yeah, and all those things in it. And procedure is still include with the technique and practice behavior, we can say. Yes, some part there. Okay, I will not spend longer time here. Maybe you can read, and if you have question to clarify, you can discuss furthermore. Can I move?
Let's move on.
Yeah. Okay, so this part is just one thing about conceptual understanding. We can say about classroom research. It for this term or this concept, we can say like it began in the 70 as in here mean in 1970 something. Yeah, it from 70 up to 79. All right. Okay, for classroom research, okay, have you ever experienced in conducting classroom research? Have you ever conduct your classroom research?
Maybe based on the topic, right? For example,
Yeah.
you assign one topic, but give a student to find the maybe definition or whatever, or advantage or disadvantage of the topic. Also, doesn't make student they try to research by their own technique or own variety method also.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And after that,
Yeah. Okay. Move on, Tarin.
after they find research on method, own activity, they definitely have come up with the idea or new idea that to talk or discuss to presentation about the topic also. And after that, after the presentation, they can share the idea, or everyone in the class they have any idea to add more in the topic also. It helps students to maybe memorize, and they have a body share the idea or explore the idea and learn something new, not still the same and the same. And everyone learn from them also. For example, the student they have a low ability, but they have a, for example, topic. This one low idea, low ability or slow learner. They know, but they can share also because some of them maybe have different intelligence also.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. Any other idea on this one or on classroom research? Okay. Any idea on this? Okay, classroom research, we can say like just a research that conduct by, it can be a teacher, it can be by any other researcher to work with teachers in here. Yeah, but mostly we can say like yeah, like this quote, we can say the quote about classroom research. Yeah, we want to understand why it is that thing happen as they do in the classroom. So, for example, like we can say uh, the student sit in group, but they are not willing to discuss, not willing to share. So you need to find out what happened in that time, and after you find out it, you may come up with okay how to solve that problem. Yeah, or like I talked earlier, like about remedial class, for example, like yeah, you may come up why the student cannot understand about the reading text, even though it's a very simple, very basic one. Yeah, so you need to conduct research. Yeah, you will come up after you conduct classroom research. You will see, oh, my student did not have any basic or foundation of vocabulary, or my student may not have any basic or foundation of grammatical structure. Yeah, and then you may after you finding, you may write it or a short finding in that part, and then you can propose about solution. You can find out how to solve it that part. Yeah, you may come up with a remedial session supporting them, provide them provide them with material support. Yeah, or calling them to read or even to practice some short exercise before their breaking time. Yeah, so all those things that you can find out. So okay, after you conduct that, you may come up with the real problem or the real reason behind that, and then you can propose some possible solution to solve with that. In case that you find out of the method that you apply it effectively, yes, you can recommend and tell other teachers, tell other educator about okay, if you find out similar thing like this, you may apply this. Yeah, like I shared with you last morning that yeah, to solve with aggressive classroom and higher education, yes, some part you need what? You need to use yeah a classroom question for their midterm and final examination. Yeah, so this is the thing that I can observe. I can learn a bit. I can learn like because of they have a normal habit of doing that sizing for very long times ago. They start from year 1 up to year 4, and I just go and meet them in year 4, and I want to change them. It is impossible. Yeah, but when we start to change, we don't try to fight with them. We don't try to argue with them or protesting the thing that they raise up. We accept it, but we change the way that we are acting here, and then we will change follow the way that we are doing it here. So you got what I mean here, Karim, and all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just only
So
like
classroom,
observation. Yeah, maybe.
of course, yeah. Observation, interview, yeah, testing that you want to let them do, right? Yeah, all of those things, and then you can find out the real reason behind this one. Okay, this one we call it like classroom research. Yeah. Okay, we can move and we will talk more about classroom application. Yeah, that we will bring some application to solve with some problem in the classroom. Yeah, who can read this one about pairing and grouping out a student? Yeah, that I keep asking at the moment. It's just about link to this one. Yeah, who can read?
Pairing and grouping of students. The rationale for pair and group work. Apply for ample comprehensible input and output. Control exercises that provide enough push output. Task designed for interaction in pair group works have been found as the surest a way to foster second language acquisition. Time on task learner production time ranking 30 to 90%, depending by teachers' effectiveness, create bond, class atmosphere, climate of cooperation is beneficial rather than competition.
Okay, yeah, you can see this one. Okay, so about this one, we can say it rationale for pairing or group work. It should depend on the time available. Yeah, and the place that available as well is the small space and short time. Maybe pair work is better. But if you have enough time and the space is good enough, yeah, group work is also amazing for that. Yeah, so yeah, we can say like a place for ample, comprehensible input and output. Yeah. Make sure you have give them space, give them enough time, yeah, to discuss, yeah, to provide input, to produce output in here. Yeah, we can collect all of the idea from the group member or pair partner here, and then they can produce some explanation or answer to the rest of the group, which is a great thing for that part. And we can say like control exercise don't provide enough push output. We can say like, for example, like when you just ask a student to answer in the classroom, you're like I'm doing here. But since we are small group, we can say like since some they may feel shy, some they may not have enough confidence to share in the whole group. Yeah, but when you let them work in pair or work in group, yeah, they may more confident. Yeah, they may have more confidence to speak it out, to share because of what? They may think that okay, if I make mistake, I may feel ashamed to only a few of them in here, not as a whole. All right. Yeah, so that's why we can say the control is a sign. Yeah, when you try to check and so on. But if you let them talk among their group work or their pair work, it might be better. Yeah. Yeah, so task design for interaction in pair or group work have been found as a surest way for fostering second language acquisition. Then we can say for sure, yeah, when the student have a chance to foster to get involved and speak together, yeah, for sure they will be able to communicate. They will be able to learn about the language in here. But if they keep listening all the time, passively, yeah, more and more they may understand about other speaking. They may understand about the lesson is about, yeah, but they may not be able to produce even writing or speaking in here. And as a result, even though they got year 3 or year 4, yeah, they still may not be able to speak in here. So yeah, discussion speaking is just one way that you can promote, okay, the student to learn second or foreign language faster in here. Yeah, maybe at first they may start producing wrong grammar, pronunciation, whatever, but more and more they will keep learning, and later on they will learn that my classmate make this mistake, make this thing wrong with the pronunciation. Yeah, so that part we can say like when they know other make mistake, I mean they know it is mean they know the right way to do it. Yeah, so yeah, we can say like cooperative learning or interacting activity. Let them learn from what they don't know to what they know. What they don't know there is just the great thing that you can successfully implement it in your classroom in here. Okay, so it's just one thing. Yeah, and about task, yeah, you can consider about this one. We can say like not really propose that you may use the time for really long group discussion, like for 1 hour all day group discussion. If you can chunk by chunk, yeah, maybe discuss for 7 or even 10 minutes, let them move to other activity, and then let them move to pair work, group work, individual reflection, presentation, and so on. And then you can form them to work in group again. Yes, in we can say sit longer time, most of people will be passive. Yeah, so you need to chunk the task. but they are very busy moving, and they really not really fell asleep in here. Yeah, because some people, even though they stand, they still can sleep. Have you ever experienced like this one? Yeah, one of the student at one NGO that I'm working, maybe about 20 years ago. Yeah, he has a group presentation. Yeah, while waiting for his turn to do presentation, he also slept and snoring as well while standing, right? Yeah, you may not believe that, but we do have such a kind of people there. So don't just let them sit. Yeah, sometimes we just let them very busy, moving, discussing, and then they will stay awake all 1 hour or 2 hour session there. Yeah, so that's why you should not keep them to work very long on here, and you need to bring to the class with variety of tasks and technique. Really important one, we can say. Yeah, like what May mentioned, like yeah, we can use different technique or activity for the student to learn. Yeah, if they are young learner, yeah, they may have very short attention span. Yeah, maybe only 5 or 7 minutes, but if you let them sit for 10 minutes, maybe no more, no longer focus for them, no more attention to the lesson in here, right? Okay, and one more thing, remember this one, you can try to promote a bound class atmosphere, by promote a climate of cooperation rather than competition. Yeah. Group work, teamwork rather than competition. Yeah. Let them cooperate. Okay, no one is a winner in the team. Yeah, if the team fail, everyone fail. If the team win, everyone win in here. Right? So please create such a culture there. Yeah, this is one key message. Okay, I want to move now, and if you have question, you can discuss after this one. Okay, can you have a look at this one, and who can read this one? A little bit small, pairing and grouping of student. The above thing are different, right?
Pair work, but different and group work can be done in a short amount of time and require little pre-planning on the part of the teacher and require minimal reorganization organization of the classroom because students can simply simplify, right? Simply simply turn and talk to their neighbor, maximize the chain the both members of the pair participate in the interaction about the group work. Typically require more time both for group setup and task execution. Require careful pre-planning on the group configuration on the part of the teacher. Depending on the existing searching configurations, may require reorganization of the classroom. Maximize the chance that all members of the group participate. However, run the risk that one or more group member will dominate the discussion. Similarity, reduce teacher dominance while enhancing student participant and time on task. Allows for the simultaneous, right?
Yeah.
A practice of both productive and receptive skills allows for the flexibility of the pairing, homogeneous, right, versus heter, heter, heterogeneous
Yeah.
ability level L1, right? L1 or what? L, what's it? Culture or ethnic background. Provides a natural opportunity for information exchange as a result of the student grouping, increase the likelihood of risk taking due to the fewer inhibition on the part of the learner.
Okay, yeah. So you can see differences and similarity in the implementation of group work and pair work. Okay, it's not far different from what we have discussed so far. You should remember in short one, we can say like pair work, you may spend less time and all of the partner will really active. You can say one talk, one listen, other listen and other talking here. Yeah, so it really active. But group work, you can see like yeah, if you have 5 or 6 member here, while one speak, the other 6 or the other 5 more need to be passive, need to be pay attention in here, and it need longer time to do with that. Okay, I will not try to explain in here, but if you have some question, we can you can raise up and we can discuss. I may screenshot it and drop into the group, since maybe some of you a little bit small here. Actually, this one is just from your chapter. Okay, so yeah, if you have some problem in your classroom, yeah, maybe you can check it carefully and try change it by that part. It might be the great thing for that thing. Okay, if no question, we can move on. Okay, who can read this slide before we break? We'll finish by pairing and grouping our student here.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, please.
Pairing and grouping of student classroom dynamic an event by nature, careful pair group planning, close monitoring while activity. Pair work require list organizing, then group work.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Venerable. Yes, just mention and clarify. Yeah, pair work require less organizing than group work in here. Yeah, whenever you decide group work or prepare or organize the group work, yeah, you need to prepare it carefully and make sure that you have clear map, clear place to sit. Yeah, we can say like for group arrangement, you need to provide them the map rather than just make them to be very noisy like at the fish market. Trên Khmer, I can say like sa tray. Yeah, so show them the map and let them move quietly. Yeah, but they can discuss very noisy in the class. But while they move, let them move professionally and quietly. You can say like just some part that you can prepare for them. Yeah, you can say you may define the place for them. To me, for example, like I normally draw on the whiteboard. For example, like the whiteboard like this. I normally show them the map. For example, if I let them work in 4 group, for example. So I divide number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Yeah, in case that the class has only 2 rows, they may know. Oh, group number 1, they may go and sit in row number 1 at somewhere close to the whiteboard. Yeah, and number 2, yeah, close to the whiteboard as well, but at the second row. Number 3, yeah, okay, close to the back wall and so on in here that they can go and sit. So when they move, they start move without calling, oh, number 1 here, number 1 here, number 2 here. They will move, go straight to that one. So the people that walk somewhere there, they must be number 1, number 2. And after that, we just check, okay, oh, number 1, raise up your hand, number 2, raise up your hand, before you let them to work in group and discuss on the task in here. Okay, this is the way that we can manage and prepare the thing better, right? Any question? Okay, who can read this one more? Yeah, we will try to complete all of the pairing and grouping here.
Okay. The following some issues to keep in mind for parent and developing students: interpersonal dynamic, learner autonomy, use the target language, role of the teacher, different in proficiency level, attitude toward peer and group work.
Okay, yeah. So here are all of the six components that you can attention. Yeah, and the detail of that part we can say, yeah, we can say, you also can see it in detail on page 350 in your textbook. Yeah, so you also can consider about interpersonal dynamic. Yeah, you can know your student clearly, yeah, whether they are smart learner or slow learner that need support. Yeah, so you can divide them equally. Should not let the smart learner in one group, the slow learner in one group. It really disaster for this one, right? Yeah, and promote other one about learner autonomy. Yeah, let them focus and responsible for their learning. Yeah, you also start to promote that part. Yeah, that they can for learner autonomy, we can say like independent learner and interdependent learning in here. They learn it by themselves. They also learn with other one. Not mean we cannot say like, okay, they are smart, they're smart learner, they cannot work with other. So train your student to be able to work with other as well, even though they are the stronger or the smartest one in the class, but they need to work with other, support other, learn from other. Yeah, sometimes we can see like the slow West learner one also can teach you something. How can they teach me when they are the very slow learner one? Yeah, you will be able to learn from that question. Because yes, sometimes we can say, yeah, we suppose we understand about the lesson. But when they ask us and then we cannot answer, that part mean that we did not understand, we did not know about the lesson clearly. So we can learn from that question as well. All right. Yes, use of the target language. Yeah. Motivate them to use communicate in English, even though their English is not good. They are, yeah, they may make some mistake. Yeah, error with grammatical error. Yeah, the word used really rough in speaking or whatever. Yeah, but let them moving on and on. Yes, role of teacher. Not mean you let the student to work in parent group and then you just go for a cup of coffee. All right. You need to move around and monitor. Move around and support and check. Yeah, chime in whenever the group that they sit still, they cannot communicate or discuss. You chime in and ask them, elicit some question, explain them about the question that they got from for their group responsibility, explain them more, ask them question, clarify. Yeah, this is the role of the teacher. Yes, and differences in proficiency level, you have to keep in account, like we mentioned earlier. Yeah, make sure that all of the group match with all of the student proficiency level. And not mean that the one is just fluency or good at English to sit in one group and other in one group. It's just really hard in here. Yes, attitude toward pair and group work in here. So one thing that you can pay attention. Yeah. So some part we can say if the student don't know, about that part, you need to explain them, show them how to work in group or in pair work carefully and effectively in here, right? Not mean just okay, if they don't know how to work, you just ignore them, let them sit still for 1 hour or 30 minutes and later on let them go home. Okay, it really waste time for that part, right? Any question? Any question here?
No questions, sir.
Okay, so I think like it's time to break here. Do you prefer to have only 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Depend on teacher. You give
Depend
us
on me.
10 minutes.
Yeah, if we can break only 10, we can maybe we can finish it earlier and move to quiz quickly as well, right? Okay, so
Yes.
we can break for 10 minutes. Okay, and we will be back at 3:20. Yeah, like 11 minutes, not 10. Yeah. See you at 3:20, right? Okay, yeah, so I think we can start now. Okay, hope that you just have a wonderful break for 10 minutes. Running to bathroom, yeah, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and then come back. Okay, are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, okay, very good. Let's just move on. Any question on pairing and grouping our student?
Teacher, can you explain about learner autonomy again, please?
Okay, about learner autonomy, we can say like you need to train people or students to responsible for their own learning. Yeah, and this part they can learn it independently or also interdependent with other. We can say like when people have a sense of learner autonomy, yeah, they can keep learning by themselves, and they also direct themselves to learn with other. Yeah, whenever they don't know about their part, yeah, they can go and ask their teacher, they can go and ask their classmate, they can go and ask their group member, for example, right? So this one that we call like learner autonomy. So to make them have a sense of learner autonomous. You got what I mean? Yeah, start learning by themselves, responsible for their own learning. Yeah, learning independently and interdependently. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of achievement between that part. And the way that I know this one clearly because of my dissertation also working on learner autonomy in here. All right. And I review and read a lot of document that they discuss about this one. Okay, is it clear for you, Rasmay?
Very clear, teacher. Thank you.
Very clear. Okay, very good. Are there anything else? Yeah, let's go to teacher classroom discourse. Yeah, who can read this slide? Okay, who can read this one?
Yes, teacher, I can read.
Yeah, please, Venerable.
Teacher classroom discourse, warm-ups, error correction and feedback, usefulness of feedback, feedback option, feedback focus, competent vs performance, global vs local error, slap error and atoms, teacher-student interaction patterns, inductive vs deductive presentation, 5 teacher option, 6 wait time.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable, for reading this one. So, okay, we will discuss about teacher classroom discourse. Yeah, so this one refer to what? Okay, so when we're talking about discourse, we can say all teacher classroom discourse refer to what? Refer to the communication pattern, the first one, or about interaction and language used by teacher in classroom setting, we can say. So yeah, the way that communicate, the way that the teacher start doing things in the classroom, yeah, interact with the student, communicate using the language to communicate there, yeah, those things. So here are the 6 things that teacher can take into account. And actually, this one is just only the cover page, and the detail will explain in the following slide. But if you can understand here, maybe the rest no need. Yeah, I will briefly talk about this one before we can move in detail in the slide. Yeah, we can say like warm up. What is warm up activity? Warm up activity, what's that?
Before we are going to the lesson, we should have a warm up, like some interesting activity or which related to our lesson that we are going to talk about, or we just ask some question to the student to let us to speak their what did they do yesterday, like that. Like we lead the student to speak, yeah, to have the option before we are going to the lesson.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so warm up, yeah. Yeah, but some they should separate it between warm up and lesson reviewing. All right. What do you think about this one? Okay, so yes, some they just differentiate between warm up and lesson review. How do you think about this one? Do you agree or not agree? That's me.
I think it's different, teacher, but depend on the teacher. I'm not sure because I think warm up and review is different. But if we can link the warm up to the interview, to the review, yeah, that's possible.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we can say like some part they put it together, but they have two different bullet point between warm up and review. Yeah, I will give you example like lesson review. Yeah, we normally asking question about what have you learned from yesterday or last week. Yeah, and what it is about, and can you share? Can you give example, for example, right? But warm up activity, yeah, some part you may have some activity that can link the student into the new lesson. All right. For example, like if you plan to teach about present simple today, yeah, you want to ask question the same, yeah, but link them to the upcoming lesson. For example, yeah, for example, like you may let them, okay, everyone, okay, can you work in pair and discuss about your daily activity or routine, okay, every morning, okay, what do you normally do, for example? Yeah, the student will start speaking about those activity, yeah, by yeah, somebody may say I am getting up at 6 o'clock, or I am always getting up at 6 o'clock. Yeah, some may I get up at 6 o'clock, or some they may say I have gotten up at 6 o'clock every morning. Yeah, but whatever they just start speaking and go on in here. Yes, so that part we can say like just some activity that really link to the lesson that they are going to learn in here. So the part we can say like the warm up activity. Yeah, before we start, we better warm up or prepare them to be ready for the thing coming in here. And when they start learning about that part, some students they may rely, oh, okay, what we are talking about, our habit or daily activity, we have never used about I am always getting up. We use I get up at 6 o'clock every morning or whatever in here. So they start to learn about those things. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, so this is just some example, or other they may have some funny activity to link to that part is also fine. Yeah, or we call like icebreakers activity there. that they can link. Yeah, they can link, and then they can keep asking each other question. It also one possibility. All right. Okay, but some lecture include only the lesson review, but they put it in the warm-up activity there as well. Okay, so some part there. Okay, no right, no wrong for that. Yeah, but if you can include it all, it might be feasible and really great for that part. Okay, this is the point that I want to share. Okay, so about error correction and feedback, yeah, we have many more components. You can see like usefulness of feedback. Yeah, when we provide feedback, the student really learn. For example, like if you teach writing, if you don't provide them feedback properly, yeah, they may not know about how good or how bad they're writing, and then they keep making the same mistake all the time. But if you can provide them feedback, they may have a chance to learn, right, or to change that. And feedback option, yeah, about feedback option here, yes, you have a different form of feedback. You can say like you can give them written feedback, or you want to give them about verbal feedback, or other form in here that you can. Yes, and we can say like yeah, for feedback in here we can say like verbal. You can provide them verbal. You can provide them written feedback, peer feedback, or even self-assessment. The way that you can give them feedback in here. There's some part we can say whenever it's hard to say the point to be improved directly, you can let them do self-assessment first. Let them do reflection by themselves. Yeah, before you just provide them the answer. Yeah, so that is the possibility that you can lead them to do that one. Okay, for I just go back a little bit. We can say like usefulness of feedback. We can say besides give them feedback to change their mistake. We can say the feedback can guide them. We can say like guide them here, like the way that you can correct about the part that is wrong, or what should do or what should not do. Yeah, and the other one, it also provide about motivation. Yeah, positive feedback can lead them to go up. Yeah, while the constructive or criticism feedback will help them to change. Yeah, and also it will promote like learning enhancing. Yeah, they can learn better. Yeah, students sometimes they feel happy. Yeah, that when you give them, oh, you are good, you are very brilliant. Yeah, yeah, great thing. Yeah, but if you can change this one a little bit more, it will be better and better for you, for example, right? Okay, and the other part we talk about feedback focus. So feedback focus in here, we can focus on three more things. You can set your priority. So feedback, you cannot give all of the negative point or too many feedback, but you can focus whether you want to provide feedback focus or content focus. Yeah, you just provide them on that part. It should be like this, like that. Okay, on the content that they are raising up about the area that they're raising up or information presented, or you just want to provide them on language focus. Yeah, it can be concentrating on grammar, vocabulary, and language structure there. Yes, you can decide. And other part, it focus on process focus. The highlight about strategy. It can be the thing that they use to achieving the task. Yeah, or for example, like problem solving approach that they use. Here you also can raise up. Yeah, so but better focus, better set up that part. Okay, make sure that you do not give them too much feedback or too many feedback that they may feel overwhelmed, and then you can prioritize and choose it as well among those things. Okay, the other one we can say like competent, competent like their knowledge and ability to learn things. Yeah, while the other part about the performance, about their learning or their knowledge and skill that they get it from that part, which is some part that you can consider in that part. And for global and yeah, versus, okay, we asking him in come from the word versus, right? Okay, versus. Okay, the full word just come from the word versus. Okay.
Yes, versus.
Yeah, versus. Yeah, so global error, we can say it just affect the overall meaning or structure or message. Yeah, we can say like you just use incorrect verb form. Yeah, like we discussed earlier, like when you want them to talk about present simple to talk about habit, but they use like present continuous, present perfect, and so on. Yes, for the local error, you can say like just a minor errors or minor mistake that they just make that do not significantly hinder or convey the understanding of the listener here. Okay, so briefly about this one about slip, error, and attempts. Yeah, that some part here. Okay, when we talk about slip, it also a kind of mistake, but a temporary mistake that they use. So, like for example, like involving app activity element, if they make some slips, mean that like they make some minor mistake or temporary mistake in here, but when after they learning it, yeah, they will correct it or change it there. So no more thing about this part. Error, yes, some part we can say like about systematic mistake, yeah, that reveal gap in knowledge and understanding. Yeah, some part we just have some part that because we don't know, that's why the thing happen. That's what we call like error there. How about attempt? We can say attempt like we can say effort made by learner to use language or skill, even if they are not fully correct. Yeah, so the way that they just try to use the language. Yeah, like I normally talk like they try to pronounce the words. They try to use a sentence even though it's not a complete sentence or whatever, or they use maybe like missing verb. They have only subject and object. Yeah, but it's just some part that they attempt to use it. Yeah, so all of these things. Yeah, this one is just like a temporary mistake. This one is just a systematic mistake. The gap. So when you change it, yeah, they will be better there. And this one is just like their willingness or their ability to use the language. They try to use the language even though it's wrong, it's not correct, but they keep moving on here. Yeah. So this thing that you can consider. So yeah, teacher better happy when your student can use all of three things in here. Yeah, they can make mistake. Yeah, they can learn from their mistake. Later on, you can reuse the word aha, oh, yeah. That's one that we want them to produce to make. So give them freedom to talk and communicate in here. Okay. Other one we can say number 3 about teacher-student interaction pattern. Yeah, teacher talking time. Yeah, what are the language used to communicate with the student? Yeah, a teacher talking time, student talking time. Yeah, so how can you do that one? And number 4, teacher focus on inductive and deductive presentation, or we call like inductive and deductive approach in grammar learning. So what is inductive and what is deductive presentation here? Any sharing? Yeah. Hello. What is inductive? What is deductive?
Well, a little bit. Let me find.
Yeah, please tell. So what is inductive and what is deductive?
I think deductive just only following to the instruction. For example, you take grammar, present simple, just only following to the rule or the form, not express the idea to a student. And deductive just only the student they can know, they can just only asking, they show with their idea. For example, they learn about present simple, just only they, okay, teacher, this is the present simple. Why? Is that because the student can identify or the verb or the subject they use in a sentence also.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. That's it, Tarin?
That's all.
That's all. Okay, good, very good. Thank you. Any other idea on this one?
Yes, bro. Process.
Yeah, please, Venerable.
Inductive and deductive.
Yeah, please.
Yes, yes. Inductive reasoning on the orders heads instead with specific purpose question or data and in mood points general conclusion or theories. It follows probability rather than chatty and use and marks general decisions. But deductive reasoning start with general premise or theories and moves to specifics and conclusion use premise are truths and the reasonings and realize that conclusions must be true in more about can Penti is simple premise or Usman or Montol. Premise 2 and soft scratches in Usman conclusion DS4 subscripts is moral. Professor. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Venerable. Okay, so in short one, we can say like inductive presentation or deductive presentation here. So when we talk about inductive, we can say what? It involve the approach involved with involve presenting a specific example or cases first, and then followed by the general conclusion of the form later on. All right. Yeah. So this one we can say from we can say like from general to specific about inductive, right? But for deductive, yeah, we just focus on the way that we just starting from the general rule or the grammatical rule before we just give the meaning or the example in here or the case or scenario in here. So we just starting from specific to general some part we can say. Okay, so in short one, we can say like that. So you can decide, you just let the student explore first or give them the form first? Give them the meaning or example first, or you want to give them the form and then let them create the example. All right, this is about inductive and deductive in here. In Khmer we call what? Anuman. Anuman what? Yeah.
Harman
Nhếch, then Anuman room, right? Yeah. And nhếch, yeah, which come from what? From general to specific. Room from specific to general, right? Some part there. Okay, yeah. So very good. And how about teacher question? Yeah, what kind of question should teacher ask? Anything you want to share?
maybe general first, right?
Yeah, general first.
Yeah.
So what are they?
WA question.
Okay, we can say like actually a teacher question is really crucial or important for important tool in here. Yeah, to lead and guide the student to learn rather than just telling the answer, but asking question. So if you can ask effective question, the student can learn more effectively. Yeah, but if you tell the student, tell the answer, it does kill their thinking or their critical thinking in here. But I can say like in our context, yeah, mostly the critical thinking and opportunity to think was blocked by the teacher. Do you agree with this one? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. It has been blocked the time for thinking. Yes, in like I share maybe the first session that I keep talking what? Teacher just mostly during my time, write down the question, let the student copy the question, leave out the question, and write down and give us the answer in here. So how can we learn? How can we acquire the thing in here, right? So some part there. So in here, I want to send a message that teacher question is the powerful tool for teaching and powerful tool for student to learn in here. So if you want to your student to learn better, ask them more question. All right? Will you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we can say like teacher question can promote student engagement. Yeah. And also assessment in the classroom. We can say like so those kind of things. Yeah, asking them to sharing the answer, asking them to yeah, contribute some part and also use it for assessing at the end of the lesson. It also the power of the question in here. And for type of question, it may be okay. So yeah, I should tell you here since we don't have much time. Yeah, we can say like you may have a closed question, yeah, like yes no question or any short answer question there. Yeah, you can use like yeah, what do you think about the theme of the story? What do you think about what is the theme of the article, for example, right? And other one we can say about what? Yeah, we can use a question to promote a deeper understanding, like high order question. Yeah, that the student need to use their critical question. Okay, before that, we can use like open-ended question. Yeah, closed question, just yes no question, and open-ended question maybe yes something that for example like do you think about the theme of the story? Yeah, what do you think about the theme of the story? Yeah, and for higher order question, Yeah, that requires the student to analyze, evaluate, and create based on their knowledge. Yeah, it mostly start with how. How would you apply this concept, or how would you apply this lesson into your real life and so on? Yeah, so yeah, if we talk about Bloom taxonomy, about higher all the question there, it's just with you can say level 4, 5, and 6, right? Yeah. So those things that, like, for example, like analyze, evaluate, and create. So those question either keep the student to apply, yeah, keep thinking and apply for their part that it can promote the high order thinking. Yeah, so keep asking that type, you can say. So rather than give the student answer, give them question, let them explore and finding the answer by themselves is really important. Okay, I just move to wait time. Why waiting time is important? Have you ever give space for the student to think? Or ask
Yes.
and give? Okay.
Yeah.
So why do you think what are the benefit of waiting time? Any benefit of that one?
Maybe the student can find like their own experience about that. Sometimes when you ask the question immediately, but we cannot answer it immediately because we have to find like the step by step, the way that we describe about it. Like the teacher always give us some time to think about it. We cannot answer it like immediately, like us automatically like machine. So we have to think. Like we get the logical answer like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. Any other idea on this one?
I think it's good to improve the thinking about the student in learning, and I want to improve the thinking and improve the speaking also when they have when we give a question to them, they have maybe a critical thinking also. They have when they have a lot of idea there, and also they can know about the lesson today in the content also. For example, normally when I taught past simple, I have
Okay.
always question like what did you do in the morning? Just only use a form like a past tense to ask a question. If they can answer, they may be clear or can understand well in past simple also, and easy for them to learn also. And if they cannot answer, they just only try to explain them to make them to be close or clue, yeah, to make them clearly understand about what you want to taught student. That's all.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so we can say, I can say in short one, yeah, for waiting time, it does produce some potential benefit for student to learn, right? You can see like the first one, it increase quality of responses. Yeah, the student ready to answer. Yeah, they have time to prepare the answer, all the word to answer to that part. Yeah, and then they can answer with confidence. We can say, okay, and the second one, okay, we encourage students to participate. That yeah, whenever they have opportunity to think and prepare, or even searching or surfing, yeah, they may have enough time to go and happy to get involved in that part. But we can say for how long that you can let the student to to answer in here. We can say like at least you can wait for them from 3 to 5 seconds. You should not. For example, like if you ask and then student cannot answer immediately, you just move to other student. Means you did not provide waiting time for the student in here. All right. So wait and give them anything you can, or even try to change or simplify the question in some part, right? Before moving to the other student. It's not so they will feel demotivated. Okay, other potential benefit we can say you can promote critical thinking. Yeah, give them time. Yeah, they will keep thinking deeply or critically to find the answer. Okay, so this is the three major benefit of waiting time. So the teacher pause between 3 to 5 seconds or even 10 seconds. Okay, it also benefit for that part. Okay, so in short one, I can say like I try to briefly explain on this part, but the rest is just some detail. After you get the slide, you can go through it one by one. Or we will try to go and read it briefly, but not really question or even explain here, but just go and read. And then we will ready for the quiz, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, since I briefly explain here, and I will not try to explain the following slide, which I'll read through. Yeah, and then we can move to quiz. Okay, this one just the example of form app activity. Here you can see like here, find someone who, yeah, you can interview. It can be a game. Yeah, you can read it by yourself, right? As I show you the slide here, then you can try to do it. Yeah, so warm up is just a little bit different from lesson review, right? I just clarify. That's me. You got the point, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, but some part they may have some question to ask here and there, the same thing. Yeah. Okay, who can read this slide? Just read and I will not try to explain here since we are running out of time now. Yeah, please.
Can I read?
Yeah, that's me, please.
Teacher classroom discourse, error correction and feedback. Effective error correction and feedback strategies should take into account factors such as the type of error, the level of the student, and the context of the error.
Yeah, okay. So remember about these three factors, right? Type of error, level of the student, and context of the error. Yes, some part we can say whenever the thing comes that it just mismatch between the content of the study and the student level. It also the problem there. So need to provide feedback and choose it wisely. Okay, this one, yeah, who can read this slide? Yeah, who will go? Come on. Hello, volunteer.
Major.
Yeah,
Despite the lack of a definitive approach to teacher feedback and a few simple guidelines may help usefulness of feedback. Students appreciate constructive feedback. Feedback often teacher can choose from a variety. Feedback focus accuracy, class, and feedback match. Competence versus performance. One time performance error do not need correcting. Global versus local error. Prioritize major global error for the categories. Sleep error and attempt. Sleep can self-correct questioning, chewing. A paralinguistic error cannot self-correct over explaining. Attempt to explain recast may be the best.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Karim, for reading this one. Yeah, so this one I already explained in the last one. And this just add up some more example. And you also can read in detail on your textbook on page 351 and 52, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I will not try to burden our time here. Yes, so in here you can see like a type of teacher feedback. You can learn from this one. Okay, such overt correction, your teacher correct the error, recast, and so on. So read this one by yourself. Yeah, question denial, okay, teacher notes that's wrong. If, for example, like check note and then I give them the paper. Yeah, pinpointing. Your teacher just localize the error using the pause and raising intonation. Yeah, for example, like when you hear the student say, "He don't know," right? He don't know. He don't know before we sound like not really natural, but right now it seems like natural now, right? Because everywhere you will hear, he don't know. Even native speakers still use it some part. Yeah. So before when I change, I normally use he don't know. Yeah, the student will start to learn. Oh, he doesn't know. All right. So yeah, pinpointing or pause again and raising intonation in it. Okay, oral cueing and so on. So to read this one, we can say written cue, grammatical term, paralinguistic. The teacher use a facial expression in here that we call like a paralinguistic. Or the other signal gesture or signal to signal the error in here. Yeah, so some part. Yeah, appeal to peer. Yeah, teacher appeal to other student to locate and repair error. Yeah, so let other to correct or change the part that might be better. Okay, so this will be benefit for you. Please spend some time to read from your textbook or even from the slide after you got it. Okay, move to teacher student interaction pattern. Yeah, this one later on you will see like IRE, right? Just what? Okay, so who can read this slide?
Oh, can I try?
Yeah, that's
Teacher
my
class,
yeah.
teacher student interaction patterns as much as 70% of the class time is said to be teacher talk. We must make good use. The most common pattern is IOE. IOE, what IOE teacher? Interaction.
Interaction. And other one what?
Response.
Yeah,
Evaluation.
response. Yeah, evaluation
Yeah.
or engagement. Yeah, evaluation. Yeah.
Initiate close-ended response. Evaluate. A
Yeah,
more
this one.
communicative pattern is IOF that stand for initiate open-ended response feedback reinitiation. More recent suggestions, instructional conversations, collaborative dialogue, both email, scaffolding by experts to novice, often by modeling the outcome through interaction. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Resmay. Yes, okay. So clarify this one. Okay, I also a little bit regard element. Yes, so these are the acronym of this one, this line, right? Initiate or close-ended, response and evaluation. So each letter just become from I. Yeah, all respond and evaluate this one. Yeah, and I or I've in here to initiate, but with open-ended question in this case. Yeah, and all to come from response or feedback in here or re-initiation, you can see. Okay, we can move to other part. Okay, who can read this one? Okay, Vulnerable, are you available to read? Come on.
Yes, teacher classroom discourse, teacher classroom interaction patterns, IOF sequence have shown to draw out more positive attitude from students. On the other hand, IFR sequence, especially the evaluation, suppresses student contribution. Teachers should monitor their own pattern use and where possible replace I or L and IOL, with IOL and collaborative dialogue.
Yeah, okay. Replace I or E. Yeah, initiate response and initiate response and evaluate. Yeah, two. Initiate response and feedbacks in here, right? So some part that yeah, one about commenting, the other one about communication. You can say you just not give them feedback, but give them a chance to communicate, to respond, to yeah, to provide you to evaluate them, to let them have a chance to feedback or receive feedback or provide feedback to your comment as well. You can see. Yes. Okay. So this one about inductive versus deductive presentation. Yeah. Who can read this one briefly? Yeah. Who will read this one?
Inductive versus deductive presentation.
Yeah.
Inductive rule based less ambiguity. Okay. Less ambiguity, less student attention, time affliction, more complex terminologies.
Okay. Karim. Okay. Are you speaking now, Karim?
Cognitive teacher.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. To go on.
Yeah, sure. I'm speaking now.
Okay. Since I lost your voice. Okay. Come on.
What you hear?
Yes. I got yours now. Come on. Okay. It's quiet from you now, Tarim.
Maybe internet connection, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Can you try one more time, please?
Okay.
We can hear you now. Yeah.
Inductive. Okay. Yeah. Deductive rule based less ambiguity, less student attention, time affliction, more complex terminologies. Cognitive processing play a role. Teacher center might pass expectation, reinforce through over meaning. Inductive discovery learning, more student analysis, rule finding may become objective, more impact, more retention, time in affection, foster autonomy, wrong, failure, discovery, trend problem solving skill difficult to manage.
Okay. Yeah. In short one, we can say like deductive. It's just rule based part. Yeah. And about inductive, just discovery learning. You can say. All right. Yes. Just this one is just from specific to general, and in
Yes.
inductive from general to specific there. Okay, here just something more thing about advantages and disadvantages in here. Okay, I will not focus on this one. Hope that you just try more and read more by yourself. Yeah, let's move to teacher question. Yeah, who can read this slide?
I can, teacher.
Yeah, that's me. Please.
Teacher classroom discourse, teacher questions. Display questions are suitable for error correction, awareness raising, comprehension checks, scaffolding. Inferential questions are suitable for communicative activity and fluency training.
Okay, very good. Thank you, that's me. Yeah, you can use a different type of question actually. Yeah, we can say like display question. Yeah, display like a close-ended question. Yes, and inferential question. Some part that you can use it to communicate actively and fluency training in some case. The other thing that the purpose for this one. Okay, come to you to teach a question. Okay, who can read this one?
Just teacher, I can read.
Yeah, Venerable, please.
Teacher, classroom discuss. Teacher questions. Too many display question. Restrict linguistic activity. Yet textbook are full of them. Reading comprehension question. A simple remedy insert. What's your option? Do you know of a similar test? What would you do in this situation? A good combination of this with material content leads to student expanding linguistic repertoire. Teacher may even challenge student answer idea. Appropriate level don't then over overwhelm.
Overwhelmed. Yeah. Overwhelmed here, like they feel like too many or too much for them, right? Yeah. So yeah, question. Yeah, some part we can say like don't try to make it too complicated. Yeah, that they may they may feel they cannot deny or reject the question. Yeah, and then they feel oh too many questions later on. Whenever they meet you next session, they will be absent. Okay, so need to be careful as well, right? Yeah. So the question is good, yeah, but it's too much. Yeah, they may feel they cannot escape or they cannot say no, and they feel like scary or afraid of that. They may ask permission next time. Okay, so nearly finished now. Let's just move to waiting time. Who can do this one?
Wait time.
Yeah, wait time. Okay, please go ahead.
A learner requires significantly more processing time may also be shy or reluctant. We say have shown that on average, with first or third question name, a student assumption, no volunteer. Further, one student before reforming question name or the provider answer themselves, increase waiting time, increase response rate in length and in complexity. 3 of 5 student waiting time, increase learner participant, student initiated question student and unsolicited response.
Okay, so one as in here mean 1 second, right? 1 second ask a Q mean 1 second ask a question. Yes, student assuming or no volunteer. Further, first second or further 1 second in here. Yeah, before reforming question, name another and provide answer themselves. For example, this is on the outbreak that they conduct a study in here. Yeah, so increase waiting time, increase response rate. Yeah, response we can say like increase waiting time, increase response rate, its length and its complexity. We can say can solve some complexity of the question. So the appropriate waiting time, it should be from 3 to 5 seconds, yeah, like we discussed earlier. Increase learner participant, yeah, they will enroll more. Student initiated question, yeah, student may come up with a question, and solicited okay, responses that yeah, they keep providing more responses in here. Okay, so one more about waiting time. Yeah, who can read this one?
I can, teacher.
Yeah, that's me, please.
Wait time. Teachers want a smooth flow in their lesson, but count to 3 in your mind before next move. Lower students' anxiety by avoiding eye contact at first, then make eye contact when you feel students are ready to answer, but wait for the students' volunteers. Give the questions to the whole class, announce the students have thinking time, then call on students. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Esme. Yes, we can say all teacher want smooth flow in their lesson, right? Not just propose question and quiet in here, right? Is it true for everyone? Including me. Yeah, I don't want propose question and then quiet, no one answer, calling the name and then no one answer. Okay, yeah, this is the great tip and clue for you to read and check. And yeah, we can say before you move to the next one, you can count in your mind clearly, yeah, up to three, 1, 2, 3 before you move. Should not ask and then move to other one, move to other one. Okay, it's not the great thing there, right? Okay. Use our visual. Yeah, one more thing about this part. Okay, who can read this one?
Students today expect a visually rich lesson, example, graph and figures, magazine, excerpts, video. Visual are beneficial from the view of a contextualized kick-starting a lesson. Visual as a communication tool. Then it's like a second activation.
Okay, yeah. This is about visual aid or visualization. So yeah, we can say like visual or picture. You can change or we can say like reduce some complexity of the meaning some part. Yeah, and student for young kid they may prefer to see something great, colorful example, right? That is part. Okay, so in this, no need to read everything, but you can read this part. I will read for you, like based on Gang 2004, you point out that the benefit are holistic understanding. Yeah, the benefit are using visual here. Yeah, visible thought and organized pattern. Yeah, can provide them some picture, some pattern or some example. Yeah, complex concept into simple display. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, can minimize or decreasing complexity of the term or the concept. Assist learner processing. Yeah, let them processing their thinking or their learning or the way that they are doing things and promote recall and retention. See the picture, they can come up with some part. Then you can read this one in detail by yourself, okay, in your textbook or from this slide whenever you got. Yeah, who can read this one? I think like this one it should be one last slide before the summary. Okay. Or
I
you
can,
have
teacher.
one? Yeah, that's my go ahead.
A graphic or visual organizers are especially useful in ESL and EFL classrooms, exemplate a reveal text structure, cause effect, change, brainstorming, and connecting. The degree of visual use comes down the teacher's activities and adaptability. Visuals can engage students and create a more meaningful learning process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Resmay. Yeah, yeah. The same thing to the previous one. I can say like, yeah, it can engage learner in those things. Yeah, from the creativity and adaptability of the teacher. Yeah, they can learn in things and easy to understand. Yeah, no matter you use text structure, cause and effect, chant, or brainstorming, or connecting pattern. Yeah, they can learn. Yeah, like this one is just some crap. Okay, but they keep learning things in here. Yeah, summary. It should be yeah, one last slide or the other one for the summary. Yeah, who can read this one? A lot a little bit birdie, yeah, but something that summarize for the whole chapter here.
Virtual language teaching involves using variety of tools and techniques to engage students and promote language learning. Tools such as visual technology and really can provide context and promote comprehension. Techniques such as task-based learning, content-based instruction, and project-based learning and promote language learning by integrating language use with meaningful tasks and activities. Individual learner difference such as a learning style, motivation, and cultural background should be taken into account in effective language teaching. Assessment and evaluation provide feedback on student progress and help teachers adjust instruction and needed. Professional development and ongoing teacher reflection are important for improving teaching practice and promoting effective language teaching.
Thank you very much, Tarim, for wrapping this part very fast. Okay, yeah, so let's move to the other one. Q&A. Do you have a question? Okay, any question for this?
No more questions? Let's turn to the comment.
No more question, yeah. So we may go to Chris. Are you ready for that?
No.
Ready?
Okay, you may not ready, but the time's up, right? Okay, so this screen a little bit more item than yesterday. Yeah, but if you are the faster one, maybe you spend about 15 minutes. Yeah, the slower one maybe about 30 minutes. Okay, you can do it. Yeah. And yeah, and actually maybe you can live from this. Yeah, and no worry about right or wrong, but just try your best to check about your understanding. Yeah, and about this also count. Yeah, they can say like it's just including in the marking system there, and the score will be released after the thing done. Yeah, I will not let you see the answer or the score immediately as submitted, but after maybe after the link close, and then the answer will be sent there. Okay, I will drop the link into Telegram group, and if you find out it's really hard for you, yeah, you can leave from the meeting. It's okay, right? No worry.
Yes.
I trust you. Yeah, you will not cheat. You will not do something. Okay, quiz number 2. Okay, you can see the link now in the group. Yeah, it depends on you.
I see.
You want?
Yes.
See good, you can see it.
Yeah, you can go to the Telegram group and click on the link. Yeah, and enjoy it. Yeah, and let me know whenever you